Can you tell us who you are?
Right. I'm Barry Tallis with Jive Software. I am one of our strategic consultants within our professional services team, and I'm actually responsible for our Western region customers.
So Barry, a lot of excitement and interest with large companies and communities. If you look at the Fortune 500, how are they looking at communities now that might be different from a few years ago?
Well, I think now they actually have watched what other kind of mainstream customers have been doing, kind of the early adopters, so to speak, and have recognized that now is the time to actually get involved. And so what we saw a couple of years ago were the ones who kind of got it and kind of did it their own and kind of waded through all the heartache to get something up and running, and that have been very successful. So now we're seeing the rest of the Fortune 500 kind of say, okay, now it's time for us to get involved. And that's actually, we're seeing a shift in how we're actually working with other customers because of that, because they need a lot more hand-holding, a lot more knowledge around what are the critical steps, and really kind of advice on what this really means to the overall kind of marketing strategy, to the overall organization, and a lot more guidance on how to start completing some of these activities and how to successfully launch and manage these communities.
Are there any sort of recommendations that you have to a company as they're considering, should I have my own community or not?
Yeah, I think one of the biggest considerations, in terms of trying to answer the question, should I create one or not? A lot of companies are still not listening out there. So some of them are kind of doing a knee-jerk reaction of I need a community too because my competitor has one. And so we always recommend, first finding out and listening to what's going on within this, social sphere to see, do you really need to start one now? And then we always recommend to start a small, very focused objective and initiative, prove that initial success, and then grow the community from there.
Thank you, Barry.